Hey, what's up guys? Gangsta Jeweler here. So today we're going to be working on a 18 karat gold ring, and you can tell by the color of it that it's 18 karat. 18 karat. Now this is just my personal opinion. I think 18 karat and higher, I just don't like the color of it. I like 10 and 14 myself. It's got a if you go like 18, 24, 22 karat, it just it looks fake to me. I mean, it's real gold, but I don't like the color tone of it. But that's just personal preference. Now the only thing about this is it's got a fairly thin shank on it. Don't have a very big shank on it, so, but we are sizing this to a 10. And let's see what size it is now. It's a 7. So we're going 1, 2, 3 sizes up, guys. Damn. Well, we're getting some serious sizings lately, huh? All right. Well, here's what we're gonna have to do. So we're going 3 sizes. So we're definitely gonna have to add gold, just because the shank is already thin enough as it is. I mean, that shank is really well, you really couldn't put a new well, I mean, I guess you could put a new shank on it, but the whole shank is just not that wide or thick, which is weird. But anyways, we're gonna go ahead and cut it. And what we need to do is go ahead and open this up to a 10. And we're probably going to want to go a little bit past a 10 as well, because we don't want to have a lot of pressure on the piece that we put in there. So we want there to be very little pressure in there. And you want it to sit about a quarter size smaller than where you're trying to go. So we're trying to go to a 10. So we're gonna put a piece, put about 9 3/4, because by the time you file, and usually you're gonna get that extra quarter size out of it. So now what we're gonna have to do is go ahead and smooth these sides here on the ring. File them, make them even. All right, now we're gonna have to get us a piece of 18 karat. I don't know why I said 14. But we gotta get us a piece of 18 karat. Now you're gonna have to get the right carat to match, because if not, like I said, 10 and 14 are about the same color, but when you get into 18 and higher, the color is just different. So you always got to make sure you're using the right sizing stock. Or I haven't made any sizing stock, but I should have a piece in here that we can use. That's 18 karat here. No, that's not. There's a piece in here somewhere that I had the other day that I was looking at. That was 18 karat. Let me take a look at this. Damn, that's about... Hell, that's about the right width and thickness and everything. Pretty damn close. Heck yeah. Alright, I want to see if there's maybe a little bit wider. We'll keep that one out on the side there. See if there's a little wider one here. Possibly, maybe. I think that's not going to be long enough, although it might be. You know what? That might be it right there, guys. Let's put this on the mandrel real quick. No, that's going to be too small. Yep, too small. Alright. Well, there went that idea. Well, guys, it's looking like it's probably going to be that piece that I pulled out. Well, maybe not. Let's take a look here. Maybe not. Problem with that, though, is it's too thick. And this shank is already thin enough as it is. So it looks like it's probably going to have to be this right here. So what we're going to do, we're going to go ahead and mark it. What I'm going to do is I'm going to mark it where we got to cut it out. Hold it off to one end because this is way longer than we need. And we're going to go ahead and mark right where we need to cut at. Right there. Okay. So let's go ahead and cut it right there. Well, I was hoping we'd get one going up 4 sizes, but 3 sizes will do. It's been a while since we've had one going up several sizes. See, now that piece actually looks good. It's about the right size and thickness too, which it ain't very wide or thick to begin with. The ring isn't anyways. But before we go sticking it in there, what we need to do is file down each of the sides of this piece. And then I like to cut a little groove right into the tip there. Kind of helps hold the piece in place. To a certain degree anyways. And we're just going to do that on both sides here. Alright, now I need to open this ring up a little bit more because we don't want any pressure on the piece that we put in there. Because if we do, then there's a chance that piece could bow, or if there's another piece that was welded, it'll bow out. No, still too much pressure. So we're going to have to open that up some more here. There we go. Alright, let's see how our piece sits in here now. Oh, opened it a little too much now. Now we got to close it up a little bit. Alright, we got our piece sitting in there. So let's go ahead and weld our two spots that we need to weld. Go ahead and put this up before we lose it all. I've done that before, knocked it over, and it's a pain in the ass trying to pick everything up off the floor. Let's put this back in the bag. That's another one I need to work on. Let's see. Let's go ahead and get our boric acid denatured alcohol here. And let's go ahead and set it on fire. Light her up. Now we do have some precious stones here. We're not really going to be working near them, so we're not too worried about the heat, but they are emeralds, so after we're done, we don't want to we definitely don't want okay, I see. Definitely don't want to put it in water right after we're done welding it. So let's go ahead and cut us two pieces of yellow gold solder, 18 karat. There we go. Alright, then we're going to need some flux, because without flux, and believe it or not, in some instances you don't even need flux. I mean, I'm able to weld some things without flux, you know. But you'll kind of learn what you need flux for and what you don't. Alright guys, let's see if we can get our piece welded in here. Let's just see if we can. You bitch. Okay, so you see what happened there? Did you see that piece that blew out? So apparently it's been fixed or sized before. Somebody used easy solder. Because see, here's my solder right there. And you see it didn't even try to melt. So what happened is somebody welded it with easy solder. And the easy solder flowed well before the hard solder. So I appreciate whoever used easy solder. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. But now what we got to do is we're gonna have to, I don't know, see if we can get our piece back in here. I don't know if we're gonna, that ain't gonna work now. Alright, we're gonna have to find us another piece, unfortunately. So break out the tray again. Let's put this back in here. Not a biggie, just kind of sucks when that happens. We're probably gonna have to use that thick piece. I didn't really want to use that. And maybe if I get off my lazy ass and make some sizing stock, that would probably help too. Where was that thick piece that we had? That I said was too thick. So not that one. Not that one. I wonder if that would be big enough. Let's take a look. Well, we got our solder kind of semi-welded on there, so it ain't going anywhere. Oh, I say it wasn't going anywhere. It just went somewhere. Went bye-bye. Let's check this piece and see. No, it's too small. Alright. Figured it might be too small. Come on, where's that thick piece that I had? Let me see this. I think this is too small, if I remember correctly. No, that's right. There we go. Found us another 18 karat piece that'll work. Heck yeah. Alright, we're gonna have to do the same thing we did with the other piece. We're gonna have to cut us some grooves in there. Got us another piece that should work pretty well. And hopefully we won't have any pieces blow out on us. And you've seen how that blew out. So you have to be mindful of that if you're using hard solder, you're going to get some people that are using easy and medium. And easy and medium flows before your hard does, so the pieces will pop out. You can try to prevent that, but it's going to happen to you at some point. There's just no way around it. No way around it. Hold on, something's okay. Yeah, would be a okay. Let's give this another shot. We got that piece in there. See if we can try this again. And you know, in all actuality, being as soft as 18 karat is, you probably wouldn't even have to use solder. But on rings, I like to, just to be safe. But like couple videos back, I did a end tab on an 18 karat necklace, and we didn't have to use any solder. 18 karat and higher is real soft, and you're going to find that there's some things that are 18 and higher that you don't even really need solder for, or flux for that matter. Alright, let's give this another shot, guys. Let's go ahead and grab our solder here. Let's hope we don't have any more pieces blow out on us. Oh, need to put that down a little bit. There we go. And what I was going to try to do is get one semi-flowed, get one side semi-flowed and then the other, but that piece blew out before I could even attempt. Just trying to get it. If I can get one side to flow, it would be good. Or one side to flow partially, if you know what I mean. Alright, we got it partially on that side. So let's go ahead and grab our other piece. And let's turn the ring around just a tiny little bit. And we'll go ahead and try to get this side pulled all the way through, like that. There we go, we got that side through, so let's go ahead and get this side through all the way. There we go. I kind of couldn't believe that piece blew out on us, but I knew it was. Sometimes it happens. Let me go ahead and zoom you guys out. We're going to let that sit and cool for a second. We'll go ahead and put it on the mandrel. That'll help cool it a little faster. There we go. Okay, we're making some progress, guys. Let's go ahead and put this back up. Don't want to lose that stuff. Okay, let's go ahead and round this out a little bit with our rubber mallet here. And we're getting pretty close to where we need to be already. Not 100%, but we're close. Now we need our ball peen hammer. Looking good, guys. Now remember, 18 karat is soft, so you don't want to tap super hard. Don't need to tap super hard. Alright, we're about a quarter size off now, but we need to straighten this shank out just a tiny little bit, so we need to tap it on a flat surface over here. Straighten this baby out a little bit. All right. So we're quarter size off. Quarter size off. Boy, it's such a small shank on this ring. I don't even know why they make rings that way. Give it a nice thick wide shank, you know. But hey, I'm not the one making them, so. I'm not the one making the rings. I think what it is, a lot of these places just try to get it away with as cheaply as they can. Because if it's thicker or wider, that's more gold. That means it's going to cost them more. So I think that's kind of the rationale behind it, you know. And we're just doing a mixture of tapping with our rubber mallet and swapping between that and the ball peen hammer. This you want to use if you're going to be tapping in sensitive areas and you're not really trying to move the metal around too much or form it too much. Okay, I know we're looking a little ugly right now, but we're gonna have that straight here in a minute. Almost a 10. It's like a tight 10. It's like a 10. It's a 10. Alright, let's straighten this shank out again. You'll find with, especially if you got real thin shank like this and it's 18 karat or higher, you're going to have problems with it when you're tapping. It's going to try to bow out one side or the other. So you'll have to put it on a flat surface and try to kind of straighten it out. It's not a big deal, but that's just something you'll have to work. One of those small things you'll have to work around. So I think we're going to leave that where it's at. It's right on the 10. It's a little bit tight, but by the time we by the time we finish cleaning it up and everything, it'll sit right on the money. So first thing we need to do is I need to tap a little more on this side here. Straighten that out a little more. Okay. It's a tin, and it's kind of like a tight tin there. Tin and tin. All right. So now let's go ahead and get our rock and file the inside down here a little bit. Okay. Now let's switch to our outside rock here and do the back side of the shank. I don't think that got centered too well. There we go. All right. Now we need to file these sides down a little bit with our metal file. And remember, the goal is to have it meet flush. You shouldn't be able to tell where you put the piece in at. At least that is the goal. Okay, we're getting there, guys. Okay, got to file that side a little bit more. Almost there. Okay, now we need to file the inside of that a little bit down. Well, before we go switching, let's go ahead and file the other side. And then we'll kind of file that inside down a little bit. Okay. Nice. It's coming into shape, guys. I'm happy with the way this is coming in to form here. Heck yeah. The only thing, like I said, the only thing I don't like is just how thin that shank is. It's not very wide, not very thick. But we're going to try to leave as much thickness as we can, but we can't leave. We got to get the piece even with the shank, because otherwise it looks weird. So we'll do what we can. Alright guys, now we need to switch back to our rock for a minute for the inside. So now that we filed them sides down, we got a little bit of a thickness built up on the inside. So you can see we got a little bit of a buildup going on there. So we're going to follow that down just a hair. Okay, now we're gonna just run across the top a little bit, kind of uniform it with the rest of the ring here. Alright, I think we're gonna leave it about like that. Let's go ahead and switch to our inside silicone wheel and smooth out the inside. go ahead and get that taken care of, get the inside smoothed out. Alright, inside's looking good. Let's go ahead and switch to our other silicone wheel so we can take care of the back side of the shank and the sides of the ring. So we got one, we had one video where we had one going down 4 sizes, and now we got one going up 3. Maybe we'll get one that's going up like 7, which is basically like a whole new shank just about. It's a nice ring, man. It's just a little too dainty for my liking, even for a woman's ring. It's a little dainty. Just not a very big shank to begin with, man. It's so dainty. Alright guys, so you can see we got our piece in there, and we got it filed down to where you can't even tell where we put it in at, which is the way it should be. Shouldn't be able to tell. I would like if this shank was a little more wider and thicker, but that's the way it was made, you know. So nothing we can do about that. But at any rate, we got it filed, we got it ready to go polish. So I'm going to go drop this into ultrasound and polish it, and we'll come back and look at the finished product, guys. I'll be right back. Actually, before I go polish it, let's double check the size one more time. So 10 on the money, and 10 on the money. So we are good on the size there. Alright guys, I'm gonna go drop this in ultrasound real quick and then polish it, and I'll be right back. Alright guys, we're back with that ring. You see we got it nice, clean, polished. Got it sized from a 7 to a 10. And can't even tell where we put the piece in at. Can't even tell where it went in. That's the way it should be. But I appreciate you guys tuning in. I appreciate you guys watching. If you would like and subscribe, that would be fantastic. If you'd like to leave a tip or donation, I'll have a link for that down in the description, although it's not required. It just helps the channel grow. Also, if you are looking to buy jewelry in the Jacksonville area, I highly recommend Money Miser on Blanding Boulevard. And if not, I recommend Stellar Jewelry, which I'll have online if you're going to be buying jewelry online. Stellar Jewelry, I'll have the link for that down in the description as well. But also, if you want to check out my Twitch live stream, it's a more of like a reaction channel type stream. And then also my other YouTube channel where I post most of my live streams in case you miss them. But also, if you'd like for me to do your repairs, you can visit my Etsy shop, which I'll have the link for that down in the description as well. But this is the Gangster Jeweler, guys. I appreciate you guys watching, especially my loyal subscribers. You guys are awesome. But this is Gangster Jeweler, guys. And then I'll see you on the next one. Take care, y'all.